Hello, beautiful beings. Thank you for tuning in to Cosmic Co TV. I am Cosmic Co, aka Corian, an intuitive astrologer, metaphysical life coach, creative director, blogger, all of the things. But today I am here to do a reading, a collective reading for the Virgo new moon happening on September 2nd. So let's get into it. Starting off, Mercury retrograde is officially over. Okay, shadow period still exists for the next week, 2 weeks, but it has done. It is finished retrograding, so we can move forward and really pay attention to and take action towards all of the things that we have learned during this Mercury retrograde. Do not forget Saturn, Pluto, Neptune are still retrograde, and there is about to be even more, and we're about to enter eclipse season. But I plan on recording a astrology forecast update video for you guys. If you would like to stay tuned for that, please drop a comment, let me know. Oh, another thing that I have to begin getting used to doing, can y'all please like, subscribe, comment, interact with your girl. Let me know you're watching, you're liking, you're seeing. Share it, tell a friend to tell a friend. I post collective readings, intuitive messages, channel messages, insight and guidance and wisdom as far as metaphysical theories, ideas, concepts, practices, manifestation tips, and I keep you guys updated along my own journey and showing what my own transformation looks like. If you check out my website, always linked in the description below, you'll be able to find my custom merch. You will also be able to see where I have services available. You can book your own personal readings, your birth chart readings, your own astrology forecast. You can chit chat and talk there. Also, on my site, I have a blog. Please feel free to check it out. I share more about what's going on in my head, more about what I am seeing within the collective, more of my own channeled messages that do not make it into video format, or sometimes they do. But please feel free, join the collective. This is a collective reading for this Virgo new moon happening on September 2nd. Now, I have not had any intuitive nudges, any channeled messages necessarily for this reading. For this new moon. So I am intrigued to see what will come up. We're going to start off with the overlying energy. Spirit, what is the overlying energy for this Virgo new moon? Thank you. Love. Okay. Love. It's not about finding love. You are love itself. Help me, Lord, to send so much compassion and caring to the inner child that I always remember I myself am love. I absolutely love that, because although I have said that I don't have any channeled messages, in which I hadn't, there is something that I'm noticing coming up for the collective is ever since, I want to say before the Leo new moon, literally this Mercury retrograde, I feel like has brought a lot of attention towards love, friendship, companionship, and relationships. And it has not just shifted the collective's focus or energy or intention, but it has brought a lot of revelation and a lot of clarity in how to move forward in these sort of connections, how to move forward in any connection, any relationship. But it has also allowed us to tap back into the hope, the possibility, the joy, the bliss of believing in love. And I think that is so beautiful. And I feel like this strongly resonates also with the promotion and the rise of the divine feminine energy. The divine mother is here, okay? The divine feminine is on the rise, and it's only going to continue to get greater. All right, Spirit, what is the underlying energy for this Virgo new moon? Thank you. 2 cards came out. Spaciousness and independence. That's so interesting, having spaciousness and independence. One, that they came out together, that they were even in the deck together like that. But to have that as the underlying energy for love, This feels like balance. This feels like understanding and recognizing truly that things have to start with yourself, right? And not that self-love replaces companionship, not that it replaces, the love of a community, but that of genuinely the love that you see externally has to start within. It has to. It has to be shaped and formed and created in your mind and in your heart. And there may have been some separation that has happened, but that it is and it was necessary, right? That you had to learn independence. And for some of us, we had to learn codependence before we could learn interdependence. And that's what this feels like, of learning interdependence, learning and having a solid foundation of self-love, of love of God, of connection and community within before we try to give externally. It feels like, okay, I know how to fill my cup. Because I'm not even going to say, okay, I have filled my cup. No, it's a continual process. But okay, I know how to fill my cup. I have a solid foundation of what I need, of what I'm looking for, or how to take care of myself, of what I need to give to myself, or how to replenish myself consistently. Now that I have that guidance, now that I have that checklist, now that I have that blueprint, I know how to enter into the world, and I know how to be love and give love, and I know how to come back when I need to take care of myself, versus going out into the world and trying to give from this empty cup and hoping that it will be, and hoping that the world will replenish it for you. God is like, no, baby, we needed you to learn how to take care of you first. We needed you to learn how to love you first. We needed you to learn how to be in a relationship with self first, how to be in a relationship with God first, how to build a relationship with your spirit team first. We needed you to learn how to build a relationship with your divine feminine, with your divine masculine first. Now that you know how to replenish your cup, now that you know how to show love and for yourself, now that you know what your view, your perspective, or experiences of love is, now that you have clear vision, yes, be free. Go love. Go give love. Go be love. Because that's the thing. Previously, before, you might have been giving love. Previously, before, you might have been getting love, but you were not operating as love. Now the universe is like, go be love. Courage. I heard courageousness though. Go be courageous. Go be love. Go operate, act, and exist as love. Today we are using my Wonderland and Tarot deck. All right, Spirit. I feel like that was a very clear message, a very clear expectation. But I want to get some more clarity. What is this Virgo new moon bringing to the physical reality? I heard soften your heart, or a soft heart. And I say that because we have the Nine of Wands, the Star. The Nine of Wands and the Star with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. This Nine of Wands and this Star card gives almost like situations or environments or spaces to be triggered. Or no, it is that situations and environments to be triggered. But what I'm hearing or what I'm seeing is that, like, we think retrograde brings these things back. It's like, no, now there will be something returning or something testing you, in the sense of, am I going to keep my heart soft? Am I going to keep my heart open? Am I going to continue to implement what it is that I have learned? Am I going to continue to operate as who it is that I have grown into, right? Because it's like, okay, sure, over these past few months, I want to say, you've been leveling up. You've been doing a lot of learning, a lot of changing, a lot of healing, a lot of growing, and you are the Emperor, right? I'm also seeing the Chariot here. You are the Emperor. You've taken what you've learned, and you're learning you've taken what you've learned and you're implementing it into your life. You're integrating it into your being. And now Spirit is like, okay, if I put this in front of you, or if I bring this back, or if I test you or trigger you in this way, are you going to stand on your business? Are you going to continue to be the you that you know you are now? Or will you revert to who you once were? Or will you shut your heart down? Or will you be scared? Or will you renege in this situation? 1222. Well, at first I saw 1221, and then it switched to 1222. The devil and strength in reverse. They said what they said. There's no more clarity to get here with the sun at the bottom of the deck. Take a break. Make or break, make or break, make or break. Are you going to allow the distractions, the attachments to your past self, or to this version of you, or to your trauma, your triggers, to control you? Or are you going to tap into that inner strength and level up and allow yourself to see the beauty and the love and to experience new life? Do you want what you know, or do you want what's possible? All right, Spirit. Any further messages, guidance for us this Virgo new moon? Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Okay, sixes. It's so funny because I also associate sixes, 666, with keeping your eye on the goal and not the reward, especially with the Six of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. It's like, remember what your why is, and remember what your end goal is. Remember, with this Page of Cups, I heard remember the vision. Okay, and this sounds like manifestation. Remember the vision, and I'm not even hearing of something tangible, but the vision of who your new self-image. Okay, remember the vision of your new self-image. Remember what you wrote down when you said you wanted to be this person, you wanted to have this life, you needed these qualities and characteristics, you wanted this job. Remember the vision. Remember who it is that you said you wanted to be, and of moving and operating and acting according to that vision. It feels like there are opportunities. It feels like there is success. It feels like there is so much coming to you, and almost in a sense of like, it can be overwhelming. It can be, I'm gonna cry. It can be unbelievable, right? And I'm hearing like, do I deserve this, or is this too good to be true? And it's like, no, love, you did this. You did this, right? You asked for this. You manifested this. You worked towards this. Don't allow that old to creep in. Hold the vision. Keep your eye on the prize. And it's so funny because looking at these two cards, they both look very celebratory. Like this Six of Wands, of course, we know the Six of Wands, victory, celebration. I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all see me doing that, I put my septum piercing back in after months today. So I'm kind of getting used to that. But then with the Six of Pentacles, it looks like there's like, you know, this feast, this dinner, this celebratory dinner. And it feels like, it feels two ways. Because this feels like a situation in which everyone who is celebrating you is not necessarily celebrating you. Like the people who celebrating, who are anointing you, who are idolizing you, who are giving you recognition, so to speak, are not the ones at the table, right? But I'm also seeing it like the people that's at the table might only be there to eat. You get what I'm saying? Like, just because. Okay, and it's so funny because I guess this is clarifying independence and spaciousness of right now, especially with this love and the whole collective energy of retrogrades revealing relationships. This feels like not removing illusions, but of truly having this totality of vision, truly having a situation or a scenario where it's like, oh, boom, like, I see, this shit makes sense. Because it doesn't just feel spiritual, it feels literal, it feels physical. It feels like, oh, these people are at my table. Damn, is this the Last Supper? one of you is going to betray me. Of like, these people are at my table, they're here, they're celebrating, they're happy, but it just feel like you're here to eat. It just feel like you're here to eat. Like, you're not here for the actual purpose, the actual reading. You didn't come for the meeting. You came to see, to be in, to know, to eat, to leech, to parasite. It feels so literal. Because it's like, it's contradictory, because it's like, okay, the people that celebrate you might not be there for you when you need them, but it also feels like the people who claim to be there for you when you need them actually aren't celebrating you. And like, there's some evil eye or jealousy or deceit happening, and God is trying to show you this. Like, it will be very literal, but also in the sense of, how are you going to move through this, right? Because you are love, you are being loved now. And are you going to be able to implement everything that you have learned, everything that you have given to others? Because it's not the first test, but this feels like the final test of, will you be able to be who you are even when it is so close to home? So for some, this is betrayal. Like, this is heavy, close betrayal. And it's like, okay, wow. I didn't expect for it to be this close to me. I didn't expect for it to be in this way. I didn't expect for it to be this person or this scenario or this whatever. And it's like, okay, this is your ultimate test. How are you going to move in this? Because I've been giving you breadcrumbs. I've been putting you in these spaces. I've been giving you these scenarios. But no, now this is the ultimate test. Are you love? What would Jesus do? Type energy. And I don't mean it in the turn the other cheek kind of way, because that's not everybody's purpose. That's not everybody's story. But just of truly asking yourself, what would my higher self do? What holding the vision, what would the person that I want to be do? How would I act if I was already who I plan to be? And still, I want to go back to, everybody who is celebrating you might not be at the table, but that don't mean that the people that's at the table are truly celebrating you, right? Because it feels like the people that's with the Six of Pentacles, you know, it's always about reciprocation and equal give and take. But it's like, these people, yeah, they at the table, but they ain't eating. They look mean. They look nasty. Like, it looks like there's not equal reciprocation, but you're there. You're at this private party. You're at this space. You're close to this person. But yet it feels like the people in this Six of Wands who aren't there are a lot more genuine in their support. They're a lot more genuine in their love. They're a lot more genuine in their connection. So don't allow who is present to be the judge of their intentions. Do not allow presence to be the judging factor. Do not allow presence to be the factor in which you judge somebody's intentions. All right. Let's get a closing message. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I just had to point that out. Like, and this is something I often say. Somebody's shot glass. What's the whole thing? People be like, he gave you $10 and he had 100, and I gave you 20 and I ain't had nothing type deal. Like, just because somebody's cup may be smaller does not mean that they're not giving you their all. Just because somebody's cup may be smaller does not mean that they're not giving you their all. And this really feels like discernment in regards to love, in regards to connections, in regards to just genuine authenticity, transparency, trust. Just because they gave you a gallon don't mean that gallon was coming from a genuine place. Don't mean that they didn't have a whole reservoir, a lake available to them. Just because somebody gave you a shot glass does not mean that their love is any less than, does not mean that their support or their genuineness is any less than. That's all they had was that shot glass. Do not allow that to be the judging factor for how you move and operate. All right, Spirit. Closing message. Holy Amethyst, move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. My God. Hold the vision. Divine Alchemy, move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. Then at the bottom of the deck, we have Lady Portia, Divine Order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is happening or is unfolding. So I am going to read Amethyst from the deck, Holy Amethyst. Holy Amethyst is the twin flame of Archangel Zadkiel, the angel who helps us transmute negative experiences into love and learning. He is the keeper of the violet flame, which helps us release anything that is no longer serving us. Holy Amethyst also enables us to look over our past fears and challenges and draw wisdom and learning from them. Unlike Zadkiel, for many years she was not mentioned in spiritual texts, and I believe this was because her miraculous support wasn't needed on earth as it is now. To connect deeply with her, hold her namesake crystal. You are ready to move beyond energies or situations that are no longer helpful to you and make space in your life for something more purposeful. We got spaciousness and independence here. You may feel a real need for clearing out, not just mentally or emotionally, but physically too. There's a sense that you are moving beyond challenges and forging golden opportunities from stagnant or unhappy experiences. It is important to recognize that you are like a magician at this time, with the ability to use your thought, will, and actions to bring about life-fulfilling and dream-enhancing opportunities. It's important to focus on what you desire and not what you fear, because what you give your energy to will literally begin to flourish. Call on Holy Amethyst to help you focus on golden opportunities. I don't think that there was a better way to close out this reading. They said what they said. Hold the vision. Remember who you want to be. Act and operate in that ways. What would Jesus do? What would your higher self do? What would whomever do? Do not allow presence to be the judging factor of love and connection in your life right now. Take space where it's needed. Do not allow past triggers or trauma to eject, is the word that I'm hearing. Eject you back into a past way of being or past belief. And be love. Be courageous, okay? That is all that I have for you guys today. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Please don't forget to drop a like, a comment, a share, a subscribe. I love y'all, okay? Don't forget to check out the description box for more information about me. Visit my site. You can find merchandise, and like I said, you can book your private personal readings, services, astrology services, and also check out my blog, Inside the Cosmos, a view, an intimate view, perspective into my mind, heart, and spirit. So I thank y'all. That is it. That is all.